Yes, I think that the answer to your question is emphatically yes, that the U.S. welcomes Brazil in so many ways, welcomes Brazil as a fellow hemispheric state that has so much to offer. The two countries are very similar. There's a kind of chemistry, I think, that will be an important underlying element of their future cooperation, and the reason why the United States welcomes Brazil, the fact that they're both multicultural, multiracial, ethnic countries, immigrant countries that have connections to all parts of the world, country that has a record in the last decade of extraordinary social advancement, social inclusion, attention to environment, clean energy, the way in which Brazil has recognized its responsibility for the Amazon and its ability to cross bridges or build bridges with other countries in the south and to operate as well with countries in the north. So Brazil is clearly a country that the United States wants to work with. It's part of the vision, I think, of the Obama administration to welcome rising countries such as Brazil and non-Western rising countries like China, India, South Africa, finding ways to work together. And with Brazil, the agenda is a rich agenda. All these so-called global issues, global warming, environment, clean energy, but also the difficult issues of proliferation, nuclear proliferation. Brazil should be working with the United States on salvaging and updating the non-proliferation treaty, and finally forging a convergent view of globalization and the role of market and the state. I think that Brazil has a creative view about how both the market should operate and how government should be responsible for ensuring stability and moving people at the lowest levels up the ladder. And that's an agenda that is particularly relevant in a kind of post-financial crisis, post-2008 environment where the old neoliberal vision of globalization is really discredited, and we're searching for a new way forward. And I think the exciting possibility exists for the two countries to really hammer out a view. They won't agree on everything, but to hammer out a view on how the world economy can both be open and be a vibrant force for investment, trade, and growth, but also one that is, like Brazil itself, increasingly socially inclusive and regulated to the point where it can provide safety and welfare for the least advantaged.